Read. Before we continue, I want to say happy birthday and thank you for having us here.
Yeah, of course, it's my pleasure.
This interview is going to be pretty straightforward, nothing superficial, so we're just going to jump straight into it and kick this off with what inspired you to start Nightfall?
I don't think I can pinpoint my inspiration to like one thing or person. I will say I feel like Nightfall and like the clothing I make is a mesh of the music I absorb, my beliefs, and my upbringing. And I know he won't agree with me on this, but huge inspiration for me to take that first step to starting a clothing brand was definitely because of my guy Godson. If it wasn't for me designing for him early on, I wouldn't have found that spark of interest to want to share my vision with the world.
That's an amazing story. We can definitely see your artistic inspirations in your designs and the things you create. Could you tell us more about the transition into making clothes and owning a clothing brand?
Yeah, for sure. I originally started, at least like in this portion, I originally started creating beats in like late high school, early into college, and I just wanted to find a bridge in between because of my newfound interest for designing and for fashion and streetwear. And I created, this was the first t-shirt I ever created. It's on like a vintage wash t-shirt. The front says "Awaken Thy True Self" because the project I made it for was called Awakening. And originally I wanted my childhood home on it, but then shout out to my friend from church. She had suggested to put a phoenix on it instead. And that's where I went with that because the phoenix rises out of the ashes.
That's a very good story. And I see that you made your first tee. I also see that you made a one-of-one varsity jacket. It looks pretty good, if I say so myself. Where do you want to go from here? What's the future for Nightfall?
First of all, I appreciate you noticing the varsity jacket. This one, I like the colors and like everything. I wanted to make it exactly how, even down to the material, I wanted to make it exactly how I wanted it to be. And the colors were inspired by Ye's pastel jacket. And for the future of Nightfall, there are some days where I will be unsure where I want to go or what I want to do or what I want to create. But I will say there's one thing for sure, and that's that I want to continue to be able to create stuff that inspires the future designers, future creators, and be able to help empower them to achieve things that they thought were unachievable.
I love that. It looks like that's all the time that we have. Thank you again, Austin, for your time.
Of course,
and
thanks
best
for
of luck
having
for
me.
your future.